So if you guys hadn't noticed, I didn't upload a single video for the past week, and the reason for that was because there was a death in my family. Now, this gave me the opportunity to break away from social media, break away from YouTube, and really reflect and think about a lot of things when it comes to life and death, and kind of the duplicitous nature between the two. Now, upon my return, one of the most interesting things, well actually two, one, there was a peculiar package at my doorstep, and the second is that amongst all the piles of cards that were on my desk, there was one card in particular that really stood out to me, and I don't even remember it getting there in the first place. And that card is Infinite Impermanence. And I found this just so poetic, considering the fact that everything I've been going through, everything I've been thinking about this past week, really this kind of is the ultimate way to sum it up. The infinite impermanence of life itself. You can go from having one of the absolutely greatest days of your life to having one of the most horrific tragedies follow the next. And I guess that's kind of one of life's mysteries when it comes to how these things sequentially play out. But one of the things is that when it comes to those moments that we cherish so dearly, that we want to really keep close in our memories, or the things that, make us the happiest, those are the things that are worth celebrating, and that's what I wanted to do with you guys today. 4 years ago, when it came to this channel, never in my life did I ever imagine that it would have grown on such a massive level. I knew that, maybe I could get a pretty decent following, like maybe a few hundred or a few thousand people that might want to watch my crazy antics and just hear me curse out a bunch of different just ridiculously, broken cards, or go off on certain things, or really just dive in depth to Yu-Gi-Oh! In itself. But never 100,000 subscribers. That's just absolutely crazy to me, and it's honestly something that I didn't even dream of. I mean, funny enough, if you guys see up in that corner, if you guys always wondered what this was over here, just basically taped over to the side of that wardrobe, well, that was actually a silver play button that I printed out on a piece of paper and taped to that wardrobe probably 3 years ago now. I don't know how far back it was, but it was a pretty long time. And realistically, every time I make a video, I always see that play button in the background when I'm editing, or even when I just walk in the room in the first place. And it really just made me think, one day I'm gonna get there. And that day actually happened at the beginning of last month. I believe it was like, the very beginning of June, where we actually had the live stream where we hit 100,000 subscribers. And it was just a feeling that I had never experienced before, because it was one of those moments where for the very first time, I actually felt proud that I really accomplished something. Going back to when I was in high school was something I absolutely despised. I hated the social aspects of it. I hated the learning aspects of it because I felt that our education system is piss poor at best. And really, there just wasn't that nourishment. There wasn't that creative environment that school could have potentially been. And it was just one of those experiences that I think a lot of people, especially in the American school system, really go through. But one thing that really stood out to me when it came to school in general was the ability to make videos for projects. Anytime there was an opportunity to make a video for any class about any subject or any topic, I was all for that. And that was kind of one of my escapes from school in general, and one of the places where I actually found joy, because I had the creative freedom to basically do whatever I wanted in that video, even though it was limited to a particular topic. But these videos we made for school were absolutely fucking terrible. Like, if I showed you guys these videos now, you would just laugh at how stupid they were, but it was fun, and the fun was really what kept me going. It's funny too, because even as I got into college, video projects were always something I was super passionate about. I still had the same feelings about school, although college was a little bit better because the teachers actually gave a shit, and some of the teachers I met were some of the most inspirational figures to get me to where I am today. But it was only a slight upgrade over high school, but it was definitely a lot better and kind of good for my sanity overall. But video projects were one of those things that I still still always manage to do. And that's kind of where my whole video making career began in the first place. I started making videos towards, I think, my sophomore or junior year of college. Actually, I think it was like junior year, yeah. And it was one of those things where I just decided that I rekindled my passion with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was watching other people make content, but I wanted it to be exciting. I wanted to make content that I would personally want to watch, and really just, Yu-Gi-Oh! is just such an exciting game, and we have so many people that we know who love it, but I didn't feel like there was that person who could really channel that enthusiasm into their videos. So I just decided to take that upon myself. Now, it was obviously a rough start for anyone making videos, it always is, and if you go and look back at some of my older stuff, oh man, it's a bit rough, but we've come a long way. I've learned so much about making videos, about editing, about sound quality, about all these different things, but I've also really grown as a person as well. And when I eventually did graduate from college, I managed to land a job right out of it, and it was a job that realistically anyone would be happy to get out of college. It would have had me set pretty well, but the thing is, it really didn't bring me a lot of joy. I made the best of it, but it was just another job that, you're kind of just a cog in the wheel, doing what you have to do, and it was, it was a better work environment than I would say than most, but it wasn't what I was passionate about. What had me going was being able to come home at night or wake up in the morning, make videos, upload those videos for you guys, and then I would go to work, do what I had to do, but basically just be brainstorming and thinking about, oh, what's the next video I'm gonna make? What's the next, big product that's coming out? What's the next big piece of news that I can discuss on the channel? For veterans of the channel, you guys will remember when I used to upload videos much earlier in the morning, and that was because I would work on the videos all morning, upload them before I went to work, and then I would work basically from noon all the way till the late evening. And it was one of those things where I just had to do what I had to do. But at some point, I actually just flat out rage quit my job because I couldn't take it anymore. I was actually just going insane, and I couldn't stand the position that I was in. I came to a very interesting crossroad in that moment where I had to decide what I was going to do. And I decided to go back to school, which seems a little bit counterintuitive because I already told you guys I didn't really like school. But the thing was, I decided that I wanted to teach. I wanted to inspire people and really have them, find their own passions or make them excited about things that they didn't even know that they could really be excited about. Public speaking and communication studies in general was my major that I got my bachelor's in, and that was actually what I was going to teach because I felt that it was so old school, and really when it comes to 2018 standards, no one really talks like a president, trying to give a presidential address. That just doesn't happen now, and I felt like people could get so much more excited about it and just really find a way to just find their own voice if they were taught in the proper ways. So I was going to go back to grad school and go ahead and get my master's and be able to teach students public speaking. But something really interesting happened because around that time I was supposed to do that, my YouTube channel started taking off. This is where all of you guys just started going absolutely ballistic. You guys were like watching everything, like the views were going nuts, the subscribers were going nuts. I don't know what happened, but it just all of a sudden just snowballed out of control, and I realized to myself, oh my God, like this is happening. Like this channel is just taking on a whole new form, and this is it. Like I might actually be able to do this as a career. And it's so funny because when I was younger, when I was back in high school and college, I always laughed with my friends that I always wanted to make YouTube videos or do something like that, but it was always kind of just this running joke. I never really pursued it, but now I'm faced with an opportunity to be able to do that. And you know what I said? I said, fuck grad school. I'm gonna go ahead and seize this opportunity because you know what? When it comes to the impermanence of life, you never know what's gonna happen, and this may be my only one shot to make this happen. And you know what? We managed to hit 100,000 1,000 subscribers just last month, and that was 50,000 subscribers already after the fact that I made this decision to do this full time, to bring you guys the best content that I possibly can, and to keep continuously growing the channel in ways that I never even thought the channel could get to, and it's just been an absolutely mind-blowing experience. The thing is, I could have taken the easy road. I could have just gone and said, you know what, I'm gonna go to grad school and I'm just gonna do YouTube on the side and just keep doing it like I was doing it, and we'll see where it goes. But you know what? The safe option wasn't what I really wanted. What I really wanted was to be able to wake up every morning and say, I fucking love being able to make videos for you guys, to be able to be the most creative that I possibly can, to be able to just say, I love what I do to people. How many people do you hear say they fucking despise their job just because they're stuck in this cycle that they can't break? I never wanted to become one of those people. I wanted to be I just wanted to make my life into something that I would love and be able to cherish and be able to share that enthusiasm and that passion and that excitement with more than, you know, just myself and my family, but to each and every one of you guys that has watched one of my videos. And when I go to these events and meet you guys, whether it's in Toronto, whether it's in San Diego, whether it's in Chicago, Dallas, any one of these events that I've been to meet every single one of you guys, it showed me that I actually ended up doing what I wanted to do. I originally said that I wanted to be a teacher, but I didn't just become a teacher. I kind of became like a Yu-Gi-Oh teacher, which basically just melded the two things that I love, being able to, you know, teach and educate others and bring the best out of them, and my favorite card game, and just melded them together into this harmonious, I can't even describe what it is. It's something that to me is so surreal that it's managed to happen, and it's all because of you guys. Like, I wake up every single morning grateful that each and every one of you takes the time to watch one of my videos, to hit the like button, to subscribe to the channel, to leave a comment. I love when you guys leave comments because I actually get the chance to interact with you guys, and we can really get a fun discussion going about whatever it is I felt like talking about on any given day. And we've had so much fun on the channel as well, from some of the crazy shenanigans like making fun of Konami, to just doing like stupid explosion effects, you know, with just green, like chroma keying and stuff. It's just been so much fun, and I wouldn't trade this for the world. This is something that I love to do, and I want to keep continuing to do this for you guys, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. So from the bottom of my heart, I really just wanted to say thank you. And, you know, going back to what I said at the beginning of this video, we did get something that was a little bit peculiar in the mail, and I feel like this is something we have to open together, because even though, you know, it's my channel with the one that has 100,000 subscribers, that 100,000 subscribers is all of you guys, and if it weren't for each and every one of you, this wouldn't have been possible, and it's all thanks to you guys that I'm able to just create and just do what I'm able to do on a daily basis. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and open this together. Are you guys ready? 1, 2. Oh my god, look how nice that looks. Oh, I love the design of that. That's so cool. Oh my god. And this is all thanks to you guys. Like, I honestly have no words for this. Like, I have my crudely printed out version of this all the way taped up there, but it's so surreal holding the real thing, and it's, you know, I have you guys to thank for this. You guys are what kept me going, and here we are now. You know, circling back to the whole concept of impermanence, who knows where this channel is going to go? Tomorrow we could lose everything. YouTube could just vanish, and everything we've done could be gone. But you know what? We have control of our lives. We have control of our fate, and we have control of our destiny. And I pledge to each and every one of you that I am going to continue building this channel and making it the best goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube channel that I possibly can. We are not going to just stop at this because we are in control of our fate. We're in control of our destiny. And I want to create the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube channel that I possibly can, bring you guys some of the most fun, most entertaining, most informative, and in-depth content that I possibly can, because this is my passion. This is what I absolutely love to do. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys all so much. This really means a lot. So thank you guys for watching the video, and we'll see you next time.